How now, Dow? What's going to happen today? A lot of eyes on Wall Street and eyes on markets across the world this morning as markets continue to tumble overnight. Let's look around the country in early trading today. Markets across Europe, from London to Paris and Berlin, all declined, and there were sell-offs across Asia as well. Tokyo's benchmark Nikkei index finished near a 26-year low after losing 1.5%. Losses were worse in Hong Kong and South Korea. The losses come after Wall Street's worst finish in more than a decade. Worried that the government stimulus package and plan to rescue ailing banks won't keep the worst recession in decades from deepening, investors continued their sell-off on Wall Street yesterday. The Dow Jones Industrials lost 251 points to finish at 7,114, its lowest close since May 7, 1997. For the year, the Dow is down almost 19% and has lost half of its value since hitting record highs in October 2007. And we are joined now by Doreen Mogavero, President and CEO of Mogavero Lee & Company, and Jill Schlesinger, Executive Vice President of Strategic Point Investment Advisors. Good morning to you both.
Good morning.
How bad was it here yesterday?
Well, it was pretty bad. I mean, I think it's a steady erosion. It's not something that was dramatic all at one time, but I think it's almost like a slow bleed.
How do you account for this almost 20%, though, since January 1st?
Well, I think that there hasn't been anything substantive for investors to really commit their capital to the market. Keep in mind, there is capital out there to be committed to the market at a price, obviously.
People waiting on the sidelines, and people continue to pull money out, though. What sign is the street looking for to say, let's get this thing going again?
Well, I think we've had a lot of talk in Washington that's very difficult for investors to really understand. It's very difficult for people in the industry to understand, quite frankly. So I think we need something that's very clear and very precise that people can really hang their hat on.
Everybody thought maybe 9,000 was the bottom. Then they thought 8,000 is the bottom. Is 7,000 a bottom, or could it go even lower than that?
Well, I think obviously it could go even lower. We're only 100 points or so away from 7,000. And I think the news is not getting any better on the economic front. So I think we really need to see some leadership out of Washington.
Wow. All eyes are on Washington. Wall Street and Washington at the same time.
Well, that'll be it this week for sure. I mean, we've got a lot going on.
We're going to talk more about that in a second. Jill, people have been panicking. They have been worried. They have been wringing their hands. Is it too late to do anything about what's going on in their 401ks?
Well, it really depends on when you need your money. If you need your money right now and you're still invested in stocks, you got to get out. There's no asking for help and hope and any of that. If you know you need your money within the next year, you just have to get out. If you have a longer time horizon, we still are advocating staying in partially a diversified portfolio. No matter who you are, no matter when you need your money, we have never believed that having 100% of your money in risk assets makes sense. So diversification is still the key. Timeline, and if you cannot sleep at night, then just pull the plug and get out.
What could you put it in?
Put it in cash, put it in CDs, and put it in U.S. Treasuries, and you're not going to get paid a lot of money. But the bottom line is, again, if you cannot sleep, it is far better for you to feel at ease, save more now, work longer. Those are going to be the keys. But if you can stomach it and you've got a long time horizon, no, just get the Pepto-Bismol out. You really are better off not panicking at this point. Diversification.
Jill, thanks so much. Doreen, thanks so much.